Hey everybody, it's officially 3:38 a.m. here in Des Moines, Iowa, and Happy New Year. It is officially 2010. I wasn't going to do a review, I'm so tired right now, but I really am in that mood again, so, and it's always good for you guys. You always get to get more out of me because I'm always slacking off on this, so here's another one. I got a few comic books for Christmas, and I'm going to be reviewing Superman-Braniac. Superman-Braniac, I think it was a great comic book. A little too short, I think. I think it should have been a little bit longer, just because it was a great story, but it didn't seem like it really went anywhere. I really liked the art. I thought it was kind of creepy yet satisfying to have Christopher Reeve make Superman look more like Christopher Reeve, and actually Lois looks more like Margot Kidder. I thought that was kind of cool. And there's a few little bits in it that you can see that were from the movies. Like, there's one panel where it shows Clark pushing up his glasses like Christopher Reeve did, which is kind of cool. I like how they did Brainiac. I really like how they're talking about how he's always looks different, which is a good explanation for Brainiac. They never use Brainiac a lot, and I actually really don't like that, because Brainiac, I think, is one of Superman's more powerful characters if you can really get him to, if you can really write him well. I think my favorite Brainiac is the Brainiac that goes around, which it's mainly been this Brainiac, but it's been kind of changed over time. The Brainiac that is actually has really no emotion for anything. He just kind of does what he's supposed to do, which is take just a bit of a planet and then blow up the rest of it, so he has record of every planet. I've always liked that. I really liked it with how they did it in the animated series. I really like how they made Brainiac more of, he doesn't show emotion, he has this thing he has to do, and he just is doing it, and there's no one can stop him. And if you can write him well, it's always really good, because Superman, he's a really good character that can really get Superman angry and really get Superman's emotions flaring, which is really cool. But yeah, I thought this was really good. Spoiler alert. I really liked how they kind of, I didn't like how they killed off Pa Kent, but I liked kind of how they did it. It kind of reminded me more of the Superman movie too. I think the only flaw that this has is it's just too short. It really felt like one issue. It didn't feel long at all. It took me about 20 minutes to read, I think. Maybe a little longer. Not too long at all, though. So, I mean, if you're one of those people that's really just wanting, you're really cheap and you really need, well, not necessarily cheap, but if you're like a person that really can't afford a comic book and someone recommends this book to you, but you are short on cash and you're trying to decide, this isn't one of those ones you may want to get, just because it's not as satisfying, just because it's not very long at all. I mean, it was $20, and it's a good Christmas or birthday present. It's good if you have just that little extra cash you want to spend on a comic book or something. But yeah, I mean, you can get, for instance, I have Watchmen and Long Halloween, which are both worth $20, but they're much bigger books. They took me much longer to read. They're much more satisfying just because of that fact. I would have really enjoyed it if it was just slightly longer. It didn't have to be as long as those, but if it was just a regular graphic novel, this one just felt more like just a regular comic book worth $20. That's the only thing that kind of hurt it, though. I really love Jeff Johns. He's really starting to become one of my favorite writers. A lot of people don't like him because he's focused on the Silver Age and how he's really close to those Silver Age characters. And some people don't like it if they don't like the genre of cosmic-y, kind of how he's been doing with Blackest Night. I actually really like that stuff. I actually haven't been reading Blackest Night for quite a while now. I just haven't had time to go to the comic book store and get any. But I really actually like his writing. I see what people think about the Silver Age stuff. I don't mind it really. I don't really see it. That's really just in Blackest Night. But yeah, I really recommend. If you like Jeff Johns, I recommend this. I recommend, really just for Jeff Johns review, I recommend this, and I recommend some of the Blackest Night stuff he's doing, some of the Green Lantern stuff he's been doing. He's kind of changed Green Lantern and kind of brought him inside out now, and has him not completely different, but he's classic in a different way now, and it's really a good direction I think he's taking it. Superman Last Son, that's also helped out by Richard Donner, which is one of his mentors. Richard Donner was the director of the Superman movie, and I think that's why Jeff Johns really likes to go for that formula of the movies, which is perfectly fine by me. I really enjoy that. It's a little less complicated. It's a little more straight out there. Yeah, but those are some good ones to have. I haven't read too much of him yet. I'm still kind of a new reader of him, but I really recommend looking at some of Jeff Johns' work. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but I have a feeling some people who haven't read him would really like him. But that's really what I have on this. If I would rate it, I would probably give it a 8.5 out of 10, maybe an 8. I don't know. Just that. But I think the only problem with this book is just it's too short. But besides that, I think it's a great book.